and it's about the future of Nigeria. A man who the youths of Nigerians have placed so much hope in was seen paddling around Atiku. And to further deepen that curiosity, Atiku spoke with BBC Hausa yesterday. And he said, yes, Obi came to me to discuss on possible coalition as against 2027. The business is how will they defeat Tinubu, whom they see as a formidable, opponent. So, Mr. Chido, welcome. My question to you is this not a betrayal of the Nigerian populace for Peter Obi to start considering going into a merger? Considering the mantra of Obi calling people like Atiku structures of criminality. What's your take on this?
No, this is Obi realized the certainty of what he's trying to do. Obi realized that the obedience are still relevant, are still pushing him to take certain decisions. Obi has gone around the 36 states so far, and he has seen the level of acceptance. To you now, Obi is the fastest growing politician, the most popular politician right now as I'm talking to you now. You can see the level at which Obi goes, at every fora. You can see the reception. Anywhere he steps his foot, there is always translation and transmission and transition. So at this point, it's not about Obi going to Atiku. Yes, Obi is looking inward. Obi would need to understand that, politics is all about number. That politics is all about the people. Politics is all about spread. Politics is all about, joining forces together. Let me give you an instance. Look at how APC managed to, manipulate the administration of Jonathan, as it were, with all manner of lies, as it were then, and they came together. I remember what Tony Momo said as at that time, that he was the one that was behind the merger concept of APC, ACN, and they came together, and that was how they got it. But unfortunately, if you listen to the Atiku's spokesperson, I'm talking about Paul Ibe, and you understand what Paul Ibe was trying to say is that, Atiku is a noble man, a respected man, a man who believes in justice, a man whose quality and quantity has been tested and trusted by Nigerians, a man whose word is a man whose statement, can be taken to any feast or table.
Despite so many corruption allegations?
That is not what we are talking about. There's nobody you can get to that level without having any form of allegation or thereabout. That is not the issue. The issue is that it's not about who is corrupt here. Obasanjo is corrupt. Tinubu is also corrupt. All of them corrupt. But I'm talking about how do we get to a point where we have provision for leadership. That's the most important thing. How do Nigeria navigate to a point that we experience, even if for once, even if for a day, a man that has been proven. Look at what the EFCC report that was listed, the names that were listed that were run by EFCC. You remember that the same Tinubu you are talking about today was also arrested by Ribadu. Today, Ribadu is the National Security Advisor to Tinubu. So, what we are talking about, Obi is actually looking inwards because he has seen, the popularity, he has seen the support without ceasing. The first time in the history of Nigeria, somebody will embark will pick a presidential ticket and it's being powered by ordinary people on the streets without one kobo.
That was the hope of yesterday.
Yeah, I'm talking what is forcing, what is pushing Obi, what is driving Obi. It's not about Atiku.
Okay.
Well, look at powerful political gladiators, political pillars who are going to come together That's the direction. I'm telling you today that Atiku wouldn't have come out for 2023 if Wike and Autumn respects the zoning arrangement. Maybe the division, the divided vote and electors division would have given Obi victory at the end of the day. Because eventually Atiku was not actually interested. He said publicly that the PDP should zone their presidency to the president to the southeast. They deserve it. Obasanjo said it. The Yorubas have enjoyed their own term. But what is happening today? Upon everything that they said, how the Lagos boys was able to push different manner of propaganda, overheard Tinubu that he is this, is that now. Now, Nigerians are on the altar of punishment. Suddenly, the Yorubas has become obedient, not naturally, without anybody pushing them. You can see it. So they want to leverage on that. Obi want to leverage on that and see how he's going to bring other major political pillars to come together. And wherever Obi is going at the end of the day, there is where the obedience are going. Labour, PDP, name them, wherever he's going. Obi cannot be deputy or vice president to anybody. If there is anything that go and read Atiku's statement very well, Obi is not going to be vice president to anybody, not even to Atiku. From some of our analysts like us are looking at possibly Obi. I don't know the party the pronounce governor is. And she failed to be in that line, in that way.
Are you talking about Zulu?
Yes.
It's an APC.
Yes. Okay. Apart from that, we are looking at Obi Saraki. You know, 2027.
Saraki, a very corrupt politician.
Bros, that is not what we are talking about. Tinubu is corrupt. Who is not corrupt in Nigeria?
Shouldn't we be different in Peter Obi's account?
Then let me tell you, that's what I'm telling you. We are looking at values, the link to success. Look at what happened to Dati Ahmed. I'm not trying to demarcate Dati Ahmed here. Dati Ahmed would have made the most beautiful vice president. You know, but you need a little bit of radicality, you know, to win the northern part of the country as a politician. That is what I understand from Obi Dati Ahmed movement as it were then. So what Atiku is talking, is saying, instead to tell the whole world is that, you know, Obi is coming 2027. That is the meaning of what he said. It's trending online. Go and check it. It's trending online.
Are you saying
my Obi is coming?
Are you saying Atiku will step down for you?
I'm not talking about stepping down. The nation has to be rescued. I've told. I hope you are listening to my explanation. Yes. I've told you what Atiku said before the 2023 presidential election. What he told the whole world. He made it very open. Atiku is not desperate. Neither Obi too. Yes.
If you say Atiku is not desperate,
Atiku is not. If Atiku is desperate, Atiku would have insisted that the PDP zone the presidency to his region. He never.
A man that was considered for 4 times.
Okay, we are talking about reality. It's not what you think.
Okay.
This is reality. And he knew that this man they call Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Is Atiku better than Tinubu?
200%.
In terms of corruption, allegation, and all that.
Let me tell you the areas where Atiku is a master.
Okay. Interesting.
Where Tinubu cannot even step in. Let me give you an instance. If you look at the statistics after the election,
yes,
and when you look at what the electors result sheet stated, Tinubu only got 37%.
Atiku got what?
I'm coming. I'm analyzing something. Okay. And anybody that gets 37% in any exam is F9.
Again, I ask, what did Atiku
I'm
score?
coming.
Okay.
I know that you have a certain interest you want to protect.
No, 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 no. This is not about. I am not.
No, no, yes, I know, I know. You
Okay, go
understand?
ahead. Go
But we
ahead.
need to make
Okay, go
some
ahead.
certain things clear that national interest is better than selfish interest. Emiloko is not an ideology. It is egocentric and selfishness, and it has played out. But let me tell you, when Obasanjo and Atiku came to power in 1999, Bros, it was a master game. Talking about policies, talking about how to bring in technocrats.
But if I may correct you, sir, that is the administration of Obasanjo. Atiku cannot be given credit for the successes of Obasanjo.
No, bros, let me tell you. But we, of course, like we cannot hold Shetima responsible, for the destruction of Nigeria under Tinubu. We hold
Right?
Tinubu
Yes.
responsible.
Yes.
Of course, but I'm telling you that in every team there must be an engine room. In every Dangote company there must be somebody who is competent and broad enough to drive the department where he belongs.
So are you saying Atiku was the injury?
Acknowledge. I can mention 3 people that came from Atiku.
Please go ahead.
When Odis Okolo suggested that the Kondewala be brought to the government of, he told Atiku. Atiku began to look for. They brought him. So many of them like that. The experience as at that time. You can see how they're able to hold the economy as at that time.
Yeah.
So it tells you that he has that strength, that knowledge. Atiku is a man with an eagle eye. He knows the state of things that is happening at this point in time and how incompetent the Lagos boys in Aso Rock have destroyed the economy of 200 million people with their policies. So it's not, look at Atiku, look at his personality. Yes, there might be certain allegations, against Atiku, but Atiku has never been invited by EFCC. Atiku has done. Listen to me.
I'm with you, sir.
Atiku has never been taken to court. Atiku has never been taken to the dock. But Tinubu on several occasions has been taken to the court, dock, to answer questions. But let me tell you, this is not a matter of who is this. We knew that the revival assembly that will take place in Bodlong requires the likes of technocrats, not these Lagos boys. The damage control, as I'm talking to you now, is very questionable. 2027, Obi is coming. My Obi is coming. Obi is coming. And Obi, I repeat, Obi will not be vice president to anybody, not even to Atiku, not even to Saraki, not even to Akpabio, not even to Tinubu, not even to any of them.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
It is time. No, just 1 minute. It is time for us to understand that Nigeria should move away from what we are experiencing today by voting leadership. Everybody now is gradually creeping. The Hausas are gradually turning to obedient. The Yorubas are gradually turning to obedient. Of course, the South and Southeast are already obedient because we saw the future. That is how I don't want to call names at this point, but let me just put in this one. What is happening in Lagos State is deliberate. The leadership that is taking place, the kind of leadership that is taking place in Lagos is deliberate. Me, sir, I know you might not agree with me that we are not supposed to say this here, but let me just say it. Let me just say it. Destruction and demolition from Anambra State. Bro, you know where this thing has gotten to a level, we need to shout it because this is another. You know, from Anambra State, Imo State to the Atlantic, it's less than 18 nautical miles. From Lagos State to the Atlantic is about 20 to 25 nautical miles. It takes an Igbo man 800,000 naira to bring in 40-feet container from China to Anambra State. Go and do it. I'm telling you that one day we go hold you now. One day I'm telling you. Okay. You understand? Because sorry, I'm not you. When I mean Nigeria, I mean Nigeria, not you.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm safe. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ralph, please. Thank you.
The question is too much.
No.
Everybody was thinking that after the Civil War, Nigeria will come together for reconciliation, as promised by the then head of state, General Yakubu Gowon. But this time around, we discovered that right from 1970 to date, Nigerians, Hausa, Yoruba, Fulani are fighting Igbo man. So no reconciliation, no language, and no what do you call it? No victim, no conquer, no winner. Yeah, nobody won. Nobody was conquered. It's a lie. Winners. Thank you. Somebody winning now.
Mr. Ralph.
When I want to say, when I winners, we are defeated in the war.
Let me
Nigeria will be turned upside down. Let me trying to sensitize everybody that is concerned.
Let me bring
the kind of subjugation Igbo man was subjected. Let me tell you, from 1970 till now is 54 years.
Let me bring to your awareness.
It is getting out of hand.
Let me bring to your awareness.
I come up with it.
So many people have said that the Igbos in Nigeria have been politically naive, whereby they always tend to put their eggs in one basket, right? They have not been seen to spread their tentacles. Over the years, since 1999, the Igbos, aligned with PDP. But in the last election, we saw how PDP, betrayed the Igbos. And this is why the Igbos have not perhaps won the presidency. Just yesterday, Atiku said Obi came to me for a possible coalition on how to unseat Tinubu
will not win election.
Now, my question. Yes.
Legally sit there.
So my question to you.
He did not win election.
My question to you, Mr. Ralph, is it now a welcome idea to rub shoulders with structures of criminality? Because we've all agreed that Atiku is a corrupt person.
Okay, listen. You said there are points I want to extract from your presentation. You said that Igbos are politically naive, that they don't want to spread their tentacles.
Now, these are what people have said. These are what people have said.
That's speculation.
Yeah, these are what people have said.
Now, they always like to put their eggs in one basket. Do you know what it means? Putting our eggs in one basket started last year because you people said we don't have one person to support. Each and every time Hausa comes up with one person, Hausa will follow. Yes. Yoruba comes with one person, Yoruba will follow. Yes. Now, Igbo man has come up with one person and followed him. You people are saying we are not spreading our tentacles. Listen good. Whether we are spreading our 560 tacos, layman's language, is not, I'm just playing a role of, an MC man here. It doesn't mean I don't know the meaning of tentacles. So for your information, listen, Igbos, let me tell you, we are going to put our egg in one basket. If any man that comes out, all of us will support him. Because I was here and shocked by a statement by a matured man yesterday, Yoruba man. He said, Tinubu's appointment, which is at least 75% Yorubas, then the rest 25% is scattered it all over the country, even favored Hausa more. That remaining 25%, the North was favored more. No Igbo man there, no Warri man there, no Yoruba man. Listen good. What I'm trying to say is, the man said, why is it that Tinubu will invite another person and appoint them to be part of this regime? We said, there you are. You know that there are 3 men we British meet here in Nigeria. If they look me, the guy don't know his. I said, look and said, I met 3 men when we came to Nigeria during the era of colonization. The 3 men we met were Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. He said Yoruba is dishonest politically in all ramifications. He said Igbo man is resilient and hardworking. Mark it and give it to us. Then he said Hausas are mentally deranged. They have no mental, that's ability. Mental deranged, I don't mean they are sick or they are mad. I mean Their mentality is very low. Do you understand me?
Don't forget the Hausas.
No, wait.
Hausas got civilization.
No, I'm coming now.
Before even us in the south.
Ghana lie, it's a lie. Listen and listen good. The first civilization in Africa comes from Egypt. And you say you migrated from Egypt. You are before them. You are before them. So listen to what I'm trying to say here. Yoruba man, you said, your brother Tinubu, why should you appoint Igbos, appoint other ethnicities? Yoruba man, you said now, Tinubu appointed. Did he appoint them based on competence and expertise that this person can manage this sector well and give Nigerians good record? Or is he appointing them because they are his brother? That's why we are not having good results yet. Nothing has been indicated that Tinubu is Nigerian president that is good, except hissing, gnashing of teeth, abuse, backstabbing, fighting every day, hunger. Why? The appointment is obvious, too ethnicized. He appointed people in his government based on ethnic sentiment. Because he cannot appoint Adechino, Femi, Oyanka. When they don't know how to repair slippers, you give them that position to repair slippers. They will show no sense. Invite Hausa that can sew slippers. They are all cobblers. They know well. Invite Igbo that can do business well. No, the very section of the economy the Igbo man is going to take part and do his job. Invite Yoruba man, of course, you people boast on administrative. I have never even seen the expertise from that level where you are good. Appoint them, put them on that administration or administrative purpose. Let us know that everybody, we are fulfilling our objectives and we are trying to showcase our prowess, what we have known well to do. I mean the whole country. And when your appointment is coerced, mix up with other people, it means you are a real Nigerian. But what we are seeing today is a regime that is bent on tribalism, ethnicism. Is more even clannish than Buhari own. The only thing is that Buhari doesn't have anything here. It's empty. Tinubu has just come and is sitting on Nigerian wealth now. What he's doing is just... Is that what we are here for? Is that what the so-called INEC that rigged election for him meant? See, let me tell you here. Igbo man is never naive politically and will never scattered everywhere anytime politics or issue of presidential whatever appointment or election has come. Igbo man now is what? Following his brother. If Iwanyam come out and we trust Iwanyam, we are going to follow him. If whoever from Southeast, we are following him. We are not good in scattering and rigging election with money. At the end of the day, Igbo man will win election and appoint only Okeke, Emeka, Chike, Okeke, Uchenna, Emeka, all over Nigeria. Now we got Nigeria. Are we the only one here? Oga Tinubu has many anomalies to correct in this present administration. He's not getting it right. He's running this country based on ethnic sentimentality.
Okay.
Sentiment.
Okay.
Listen to me. We are getting to nowhere. The man that is in charge of the economy should be the finance minister. Who the hell is he? Does he know anything about economy? What about the central bank governor, Femi Kodoso? Where has he been Kodosing or Femi since we know the government of this country? Appoint people based on what they know the best, what to do, how to do it. Okay, I don't know whether you understand me. So, Igbo man is never like that. Allow Igbos, let them lick their wound. Time shall come when one will know one's right, who is right and who is wrong. But all I know is that too much oppression, too much suppression, too much marginalization is what is bringing this disintegration of this country. And actually, this country must, I put the word MUST, leave Igbo man alone to go and develop Southeast, develop our coastal line, dredge the wharf, the ocean.
Mr. Raf, is anybody stopping them?
Container from abroad. Federal government is the one. The reason why One is not working. Okay. Federal government is the one. The reason why Akwa Ibom port is not working. Calabar port. Okay. Warri Old. Rivers. Okay. What are you telling me? Federal government, they are always too jealous of the fact that after 57 years of the war, Igbo man is on top of Hausa man. Yoruba man is bent on going to office, siphoning federal government money, white collar job. Every day, pay me salary. You, all of you, at the gate.
Well, Mr. Raf, you did not answer my question. All you did was you digress.
Outside we go to
you digress from the question.
And the secretary going home with Ghana must go, and they did not work for it. Okay, you people are the problem Nigerian have. Igbo man has no problem.
Thank you very much. Well, Mr. Matthew, welcome.
Thank you very much.
The topic of discussion for today is BBC yesterday gave us a report on Atiku's interview, and Atiku alluded to the fact, okay, that Obi came to him for a discussion on possible coalition. It's against 2027. The main goal is to defeat Tinubu, right? Now, we are asking well-meaning Nigerians that is this not a situation whereby Peter Obi is going back to his vomit? Because we all remember how Obi throughout the campaign season called the people like Atiku and Tinubu that they are structures of criminalities that must be destroyed. So is it not surprising that he's now meeting Atiku for a possible coalition? I mean, what's your reaction?
Before you draw that inference, we need to know the details of their conversation, and particularly Obi's position, what Obi brought to the table. Because if Obi want to leverage on the popularity of Atiku to get to power, I don't think that will mean himself going back to his vomit. Because if his collaboration, his synergy, his maybe alliance with Atiku is not to see Atiku ascending to the position of the presidency. Because you cannot take away the fact that Atiku is a popular personality in Nigerian political landscape. And even if you want to contest an election, perhaps Atiku is not on the ticket. I don't think there's any politician that will not go to consult Atiku. The essence is to tap into his popularity. Because if Atiku raises your hand in a campaign ground in the north, definitely that will garner support for you. So if Obi meeting Atiku was to leverage on Atiku's popularity to get to power come 2027, I don't see that as going back to his vomit. So that's why we need to get the details of their conversation.
But Atiku came out and he said this: Obi has not in any way tried to rebuff or debunk it. And Atiku said that he will still run for presidency come 2027. Is this not a situation whereby Peter Obi will deputize Atiku in 2027? And if that is the case, is it a good idea?
You are the one making the insinuation.
No, these are what Atiku said.
These are what Atiku said. The conversation that came, the information that came to the public glare. But if Atiku is proposing that Obi should deputize him, it left Obi to say yes or no. And until Obi does that, it will be difficult to start judging Obi on that basis. So I think we allow Obi to take decision as to whether he'll be willing to deputize an Atiku or not. But for now, I think Obi is a presidential material anytime, any day. But I don't know his intention, I don't know his mind, but I'm aware, just like you said, that he met with Atiku and they had conversation. But we don't know his position, what he brought to the table. So until we have, except you are privy to such and you are ready to divulge it. But if you are not privy to it, I think it's good we allow time to reveal, or if any of them or their aides reveal to the public the details of their conversation and what Obi brought to the table before we can judge Obi on that basis.
Well, a spokesperson of Atiku, Paul Ibe, has given us an excerpt of the conversation. He said Obi came. What a possible merger. My question to you is, this is what we understand, that it is very possible. Now, if it eventually happens that Obi will deputize Atiku, because we know that Atiku will never step down for Obi, because he can no longer be a vice president. And Atiku has come out to say outrightly that he is running again come 2027. If it ever happens, what I just want to get is your own reaction. If it happens that Obi agrees to deputize Atiku, is it a way forward? Is it a way forward? Is it a welcome idea?
What you have just said is speculative, because we are trying to infer from the present circumstance. And it could be possible that when Obi met with Atiku, he advised him, he pleaded with him. What I'm saying is speculative anyway. As a father, as an elderly person, to stay behind the scene and support him. It's speculative. I'm not saying that is what transpired. Just as what you said, could be retained. But for me, it is premature to start judging any of them because I'm not aware that Obi have said I'm going to deputize Atiku. But it's a possibility. And it's equally a possibility that Obi could say, Atiku, as a father, as an elderly person, as my senior brother, can you please allow me contest and support me and be you will be behind the scene. It's a possibility. So all we are saying is speculating because we are not privy to what actually transpired and we are not privy to what is the intention of each and every one of them. So for now, I think we should allow Obi himself or even Atiku to come to the public and say, these are my intentions come 2027, or these were part of my conversation with Obi while we had that kind of time meeting, because it's up to now at this time, because not even their aides are ready and willing to divulge what actually transpired. But what we are making out to understand is that they met perhaps for possible collaboration and coalition come 2027, which is not out of place, but the details is what is lacking.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Matthew, for that beautiful submission.
Thank you for having me.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning, sir. So, I just want to ask you a quick one. Last week, we saw a surprising development whereby Obi visited Atiku.
Okay.
You know, and during the campaign, I mean, if we must recall, Obi was an advocate of destroying structures of criminality. Should we say that this is out of desperation? Because Obi is now consulting Atiku. And yesterday, Atiku had an interview with BBC. He said, yes, Obi came to me to discuss about how they work together come 2027 to defeat Tinubu. Now, as Nigerians, I think we have every right to brainstorm over possible arrangement for the coalition if it ever happens.
Okay. Now,
If Obi, because we know that Atiku can no longer deputize because he has been a vice president for 8 years. So is it a situation whereby Obi will be the vice president of Atiku? If that is the case, is that a way forward? Is that the way to go?
thank you very much. I would like to tell you the discussion that was held about merger. That's what has come to the public. What was actually called said did not come to the public.
Okay.
So I believe Obi cannot be a vice president in as much as Atiku cannot be. Because of what? Because of the structures of things that are on ground. And if you look at Atiku will probably be getting close to his 80th years. And we see what has happened all the while with the 70s and 80s years of the presidential rulership we had, the one of Buhari and now. So are we going to be looking at somebody of 78 to 80 years to be voting for? One. Maybe probably what Obi has just come to do is to ask Atiku for his support so that there will be a collapse of his absorbance with the presidential election. Are you getting it? And to be deformed and be restructured to his own additional numbers in election so that they can be winning. Because the truth is there is that Atiku was used to rob Obi. Even Atiku knows it. And every other person knows it.
Atiku was used to rob Obi.
Was used to rob Obi in this election.
Or Obi was used to rob Atiku.
No. Atiku was used to rob Obi. Everybody, if you go to polling unit, starting from Lagos, that did not even vote so much. Lagos vote is not more than 3 million people. So many people didn't vote in Lagos. So it's not more than 3 million people. And at the end of the day, what came up was disrupted. How many are the people in Lagos? And if you want to talk of the benchmark of every election across, it starts with Lagos. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Now, looking at it cut across, every other place that videoed their election into the air, you will discover that all the cry for was LP, LP, LP. So why are we going to be deceiving ourselves? Inequity, LP, the videoed LP was nothing like 80-something%. Are you getting that? In Ogun State, the same thing. In Ibadan, it's almost the same thing. So why we let's not come with that speculation. Let's allow both of them to come out and give a specific statement of their positioning for the discussion they had in secret. Thank you very much.
Why has Obi not debunked the statement of Atiku? Atiku spoke with BBC Hausa.
Yeah, Obi did not debunk it because he actually went to Atiku, but he did not make a statement. Atiku did not make a statement that Obi want to deputize him. So why are we going to be putting on speculations? Why are we going to be putting on speculations? Why are we going to be maneuvering words
But if we are going to
into
look
the
at,
air?
but if we are going to look at this pragmatically, Obi is still way younger than Atiku. I think Obi is around 60-something years. That means Obi still have 10 years to contest. So are you saying that Atiku will? I'm only asking you. Are you saying that Atiku, whom we know that his long life goal is to become the president, will now at this stage retire for Obi?
The actual age every politician should retire from politics should be 70 years. It's just that some people have led that act into manipulating their intentions, which is much more corruptive and destructive of the environmental system that is expected to be upgraded. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So Obi coming, Obi will be maybe probably 64, 65 in 2027. Is contesting if he's even of a better reason, he should just spend only 4 years. But Parabeto is spending the second 4 years. He should be doing something that is more concrete. For any other president that will come, will find it difficult to break. Are you getting it? So I believe at this moment, even most people in the society will not even like Atiku to even surface his face again. Look at when Atiku became vice president. Atiku left 2027 to now. It's about 16, 17 years. A child that was given birth to 27 is has finished secondary school. So did not even know Atiku. Did not even know when Atiku ruled. Are you getting it? But a child within that space of 27 and now, we have some sound naming political name inside of his mind, which is Obi. Even a child of 2 years old, when you ask him who did he like, he will tell you like Peter Obi. So how can the old forgotten be reimagined for a force of the newness of time? Things are going more advanced. And may I tell you, with what I've seen in Obi, should Obi ever merge and deputize, it will be a very big surprise and disappointing to the face of Nigerians.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Oluwawan.
Morning. Good morning. What's happening?
Okay. So yesterday, Atiku
Yes.
had an interview with BBC Hausa, and Atiku said that yes, Obi came to me to ask us to work together come 2027. Now, you know, during the campaign period, Obi called all of them structures of criminality. So is it not a surprise now that Obi now is going back to Atiku for a possible merger? What is your take? Is this the way to go?
You see, let us be frank with ourselves. When we look about the situation called Nigeria, it's a fraud hole.
It's a fraud hole.
It's a fraud hole.
Wow.
When somebody vomit and lick it back. Are we fools? See, let us be realistic with what we are seeing. Don't let us forget yesterday, because yesterday is a real day than tomorrow. When somebody says something yesterday, he don't forget that tomorrow they come. He'll go lick the wound. Say, see, licking wound from brutality. See, that's why they can't wrestle any wrestle. They don't have the capacity to wrestle government for government. because they are not united. Say they are united in the beginning could have played a positive language today. Now they are now romancing. Romancing to where? Their face is ugly, their face is gone. We don't even know their face. We need face like you and I to contend because we are capable. We don't want somebody that will be giving us. See, Atiku will be there, Obi there. See, you see the last presidential election. You see how they film themselves. Supposedly they are mature enough. This government could never be there now that is suffering Nigeria now. Now they don't realize that mistake. Instead they will realize that mistake when the deal has been done. The deal has been done. Let us be frank with ourselves. The deal has been done, and now what do you want to do? It will not take you how many years? Now we are just in 24, 25, 26, 27. How long? So Nigeria will remain in those darkness where you know you're supposed to put the light yesterday. You divided yourself because of selfish interests. Now you are coming together. Coming together to do what? To save Nigeria or to save your pocket? We don't want them anymore. We want face that will real fresh face, real new face, like you and I call what they are just saying, because we are capable. Giving us this time and this opportunity, we'll see things will be better than those old faces, old school faces. We are tired of faces we have been hearing, we have been seeing. We need face, we need new face. Nigeria is out of this game. Nigeria is tired of those names, all those stories. Say they want to Kalusa together, partnership together to wrestle power from the Jagaba. They want a language. Why don't they campaign for what we will eat? And first the government now say, tell you what, let them bring the protest house so people will know how they are really mean what they are saying. You know, someone saying they will leave Nigeria in the streets against this government, not colliding together to remove this government, because this government has failed. Now they want to come together and say 2027, 2027, how many years we have? So Nigeria will sit back in home to reach that day.
I think they need the language.
They need the language and their face. That's why you say Atiku when they will be coming, because yesterday Obi refused to be vice. Atiku refused to be. They separate and they separated themselves. At the end, they were claiming that they will, this one will be power, this one will be power. At the end of the day, Jagaba now use that method. You now counterfeit their numbers. Now you are not crying when the head is gone. It's too late to cry. It's too late to cry. To be frank with ourselves. We are in Nigeria. Somebody will say B. He did go pray because that B when he talk. You forget because somebody is a criminality human being. Now you want to romance with him. So for what? To come be criminal Nigeria. See, Nigeria must be wise enough now. We have seen a lot. Somebody say 9 ton. At the end, say it don't come for here for any money, come for Nigeria betterment. See the condition we are today. Because we believe in that renewed hope. Renewed hope is another systematic language, very powerful language. At the end, where is the language? Nowhere to be found. We are tired of them. And something is coming. A swaps revolution is coming. Wicked air, hot air. If there is not taking, if they don't change their mind, this present government renew their mind and rethink, because Nigeria is suffering and smiling more than Fela sung it. It's bad. It's like double. It's like double. Can't you see the situation? You can't eat with 500 naira. Imagine 500 naira food, you can't eat. Imagine before you go take 200 naira food, you go chop 200 naira food. But now 500, 1,000, that's zero. Why? Why? Because we in Nigeria, we don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to die. Papa, I want to enjoy. And we are suffering every day. The same people are now still doing some rocketing. Where are they? They all bird of the same feather. We don't even want to hear their story anymore. But all what we are doing now is a way to unite the youth, Nigeria, you forget sexualism, religionism, everything. Let us come and say we don't want this injustice anymore. They are fond of injustice. They pocket injustice in their pocket. All our politicians, all of them, they are evil.
Thank you, Oluwawa.
God bless your life.
Thank you. So, subscribers, please kindly like and share this channel. Next week on Monday, please kindly join us as we come to you, bring you the live reactions of the people on the Nigerian street. So until then, take care and bye-bye.